Okay, you on? Yes, sir. You on once again, and we got a brother in here who's been protesting, who's been marching with the best of them. He's been out there grinding, putting his best foot forward, and saying what we need to do. You know what I'm saying, to change the narrative. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let him introduce himself. We got King Simi in the building. Go ahead, man. Go crazy one time.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Simi. I'm from Chicago, but I've been in Milwaukee for a few years. And like you said, ever since this protest started happening, I've been at I won't say the forefront of it, because I didn't want to start leading. Like, when it happened, I just like, okay, I go. But then something happened. I got thrown to the front. The guy that I knew who was throwing one, he put me up front. I had my camera. I've been photographing everyone that I've been to. I've been to most of them. They put me on the news on CBS and on Fox. So like, I've been out there.
And that's what's up, man. Milwaukee is in the 20s, 20-something days strong protesting, y'all. It's definitely beautiful to see the unity and everybody just really fighting and making sure every day we're going to be heard. So I think that's definitely beautiful, man. So like, with your experience being out there, like what have you seen, bro? What do you think has been, I guess, the biggest thing that you noticed from protesting?
Honestly, the biggest sad thing is the fact that there really was only one night that was bad. There really was only one night where all the looting and the stuff happened. There was only one night.
Okay.
I think it was a Saturday night. After that, the people in the community came out, clean. You know, we still marched that day. We got everything back together. We helped whatever businesses was there. I have helped and am still helping other businesses board themselves up, you know, put their information out there to let customers know, you know, their new hours or whatever the case is, because it's still important, you know, for businesses to do as much as they can right now, because you already, you know, got coronavirus going on. The last thing you need is people not wanting to come to, you know, your spot because they're scared or whatever. So
then you're not
like
making
I said,
money. So yeah.
Man. And it was literally only one night, but people are still holding on to that one night. Like you said, this is at least day 25 or 26. We've been doing it straight. And you still will have people who aren't part of the protest, people who have never protested, people who just see it, you know, in their neighborhood or just see it online. And they're like, why are they still doing this? Blah, blah, blah. They will only take that one bad part. Like literally, that's 4%. Like 4% of 25 to 26 days have been peaceful. One day that it wasn't those protesters. It was actually one night that all happened. They will still hold on to that one night, even though we've had 25, 26 peaceful protests throughout the entire city of Milwaukee and around Milwaukee. Like, we've been in Bayshore, we've been in River Rest, we've been downtown. We went like
everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
It's definitely beautiful.
Like, the people that keep bringing up like the looting and stuff, like, I don't think they with us, bro, because they seen we've been doing the peaceful protests, bro. And I feel like,
go ahead, Godfrey.
No, I just feel like that trumps all of it. Like, it's more days, like you said, it was 4%, like one night loot. That shouldn't matter, and that shouldn't be a topic of conversation.
And, you know, I do got a question with that. You know, something you might have insight on, because me personally, I can't say I've been out there protesting, but we have been using our platform and we have been using our voice, and we, you know, I've been out there doing the things that I need to be doing. But with that being said, I want to know, for you being out there protesting, have you seen individuals, like, there's a theory, right, that people are being paid to ante up the crowd. People are being paid to start the looting. Have you personally seen something like that, or do you feel that is the case?
Whether it's being paid, whether they're trying to push their own agenda, whether they really just don't like Black people or don't appreciate us coming together. Well, you got to understand, the scariest thing for anybody outside of the hood is seeing Black people not mad at other Black people, because that's what they see on the news, Black on Black crime. And when they stop seeing that, they like, oh, they came together. Oh, this is like, it's scary for them to see all of us, and not just Black people. Like, white people are here, Mexicans are here, Hispanics are here, Native Americans, like, everyone's here, because it's not just about Black people, but like, we're at the forefront of it, because with a lot of things in America, we've had to take the brunt of it.
Right.
And the crazy thing is, I do believe that there might be people getting paid. You have to see historically there have been people who have been paid or who have been in organizations that were their key target was to divert attention away from whatever that protest was about. Like
Yep.
if you're LGBTQ and you there's no violence at all in any of them pride parades, but to start something that is negative and that be what the news shows, that's all that Fox is going to show. That's all people are going to see on their screen. So I do believe that whether people are being paid, people are just doing it on their own, to sabotage, whatever the case is. And they know a lot of people are so tired and so either scared or not scared that they're going to do whatever everybody else is doing.
Right.
Like whether you're super scared or not scared, a lot of times those actions are gonna be the same.
Okay.
So my question,
go ahead, Wade.
So my question to you is, with you being on the front line, how has the interaction with the police been? Like,
I was gonna go there too.
Being face to face, you know what I'm saying? Like, let the people know that's not protesting. How is the interaction?
That's why I've been out so much. I'm gonna send y'all pictures. But like I said, for there have been multiple protests where for hours we have agreed to meet at one spot, circle a spot, march at this spot, march around this spot, end around a certain area or around a certain police district, around where we need the police to hear us most. And when that happens, I want to say the first weekend that I actually started helping lead and started photographing all these, the police district 5 or 3, sorry, police district 3, they called the National Guard on us. After 4 hours of peaceful protest, the National Guard pulls up. I want to say about 30 to 40 men and women pull up out of a Milwaukee City bus. After that bus drives off, there's like 4 or 5 Humvees, 3 of which have 4 or 5 servicemen in them, and the last 2 are carrying cargo that's concealed. So I did take pictures of it, but you couldn't see what was in the actual, like there was boxes in the cargo that the last 2 Humvees were carrying. So I don't know if it was weapons. I don't know if it was, tear gas suppression. I don't know if it was riot shields, but there was definitely peace on our side. We just want to be heard. And you could see that. And there were police officers on the roof with binoculars and things like that. None of us had any weapons. We didn't show up to fight.
Right.
We just showed up to be heard. And nobody had any ill intentions. Like, yeah, you have people who are hurting. Yeah, you have people who are crying, and you have people who are acting out of anger. But these are the people who are not going to start the violence. The people who are starting the violence are the people who are on the other side not listening. The people who are on the other side feel safe because now they have the National Guard. Because now they have, riot shields, and now they know that regardless of whatever they do, America is still going to put the problem on us for wanting to speak out and wanting to address these issues when we do it and beg and plead officers to help us to kneel. One of the saddest things to see the look on their faces, because it was stale. It was no look of, oh, maybe I'm thinking about it. Oh, I can't do it. This is my job. It was just, I don't care. It was a lot of young kids out there like begging, we're kneeling, our faces is on the ground, like show us something. And at the end of the day, it was just a line full of officers standing there. And a lot of them were either white or Hispanic. There was one Hispanic woman who swore up and down there was a rock thrown, but there wasn't. Right. And she tried to push everybody back from the line. And the crazy thing was, like, we had blocked off the street so that no cars would pass or, throw rocks. No cars would pass in front of the police station to do anything. Like, we actually protected ourselves and the police, and still, had the National Guard called on. had bus full of, the servicemen come out, had Humvees come out, have people on rooftops, have at least 40 officers outside for when I was helping lead this protest. This was mostly children. This is mostly people under 21, bro. Like, it's just crazy.
That's the thing with Milwaukee too. Milwaukee has had the youngest, protesters out here, standing up for what we believe in. And man, I think that's definitely dope coming from the city of Milwaukee. What is also known as one of the most segregated cities. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is. It is. Wisconsin is the most segregated state in America.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's definitely very powerful to see everybody coming together and stuff. But you do have those people, those instigators. You have those people that want to make videos of themselves kneeling on somebody's back, trying to, like what? We got people who's
making challenges out of it.
We got people who's hanging pictures of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, everybody on trees, like what, with nooses. Yeah, so we have those instigators out there. I know y'all probably noticed the hat that Godfrey and myself have on. we won't let y'all forget, man. We won't let y'all forget, man. Just so y'all know, this is gonna stem something so beautiful for us all, man. I feel change. I hope y'all do as well. I mean, personally, I want to know, how do you feel? Do you feel like we're moving in the right direction?
I feel like when you get so close to changing something that some people didn't see as a problem, or some people just don't care about, then they start to care.
Facts.
You would have never seen any of this if we didn't speak up. If George Floyd was just killed and was just another Black person that we marched for a week for and forgot about, none of this would have happened. Right. You would not have seen as many people, like not just these pictures. There have been at least 8 African Americans hung in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah,
at least 8 documented cases.
Yeah, but no footage, no actual proof, like
no story.
No, exactly, no actual. Yeah,
they're not trying to.
And that fascinates me, man. And we should not be living in a world where Black men are still being hung from a fucking tree. Excuse my language, man, but like this situation does just rile me up. But this is what we're going through, man. And
King, so let me ask you, with you being on the front line and seeing this interaction from the police, like, do you feel like some people, some officers want to take that risk, but feel like, if they take that risk of standing with the people or, taking that knee with the people, like they're putting not only putting their job in jeopardy, but their life?
Their life. It's not even a question to me. Because when I photograph people, what I tell other photographers and what I have always told other people who are organizing these meetings is that everybody needs to wear face masks, because just like the case in Ferguson, years after they protested, people went missing. People were incarcerated bogusly, falsely, and people either died. Like, the people who were protesting ended up dead, missing. No story, no case, just like the people who are being hung in 2020. Like, this is 2020. People are being hung, and there's
it's a scary world, bro. Like,
no
you saying that is fucking, that's scary. You saying, like, that's just scary, bro. It's a scary world, bro. For real, man.
Yeah, and I feel like there are certain people who want to do something, but at the end of the day, they know they can't. Because
they can't do it alone.
Yeah, they can't do it alone, because them just saying something by themselves, they'll get framed.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get put in jail. They'll lose their job. They'll be blackballed, so they won't be able to get any other service job in America or any other serious service job. They might, get demoted. You might have detectives, you might have chiefs, you might have sergeants scared to get demoted back to a beat cop, just because they know, oh snap, my superior is doing this. My superior is changing these cases. My superior isn't actually writing down his paperwork truthfully.
Is there more bad cops than good cops? Is that like, because me asking that, I'm feeling like if it's so easy to stand up for somebody who's doing something wrong, you know what I'm saying, and back someone up that's doing something wrong as an officer of the law where you're supposed to protect and serve, why can't those good officers all back each other up? Shouldn't it be more good cops than bad cops? Like,
I feel like that most cops start off good. The term good is very subjective. Most cops start off, oh, you know, I want to protect, or oh, I was bullied, this happened to me, I want to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. Most cops actually have stories like that and they want to protect. However, we live in a system that if a cop sees, oh, I could take this money and not get in trouble, oh, I can do this and there be no problem. I don't think a lot of cops go, you know, get a job. Well, previously, before now, of course, you're going to have a lot of racists applying to be a cop because they know they're going to get off. You're going to have a lot of people who are, you know, drug addicts applying to be a cop because that's the easiest way to get it. That's the easiest way to get drugs. Because now when you take all these drugs, when you take all this money from people who are doing it illegally, side note, Black people don't have ships. Black people don't have planes. So we not getting this on our own. We not getting, all I'm saying is we're not getting this on our own. And me being from Chicago, it's documented that police have put guns and drugs in our community. Like, it's documented that they will put that
it's movies about it, bro. It's movies, TV shows. Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah.
And when you
And
started
only Black people know about that.
When you started off with that speech, like, we're not getting it from, you know, we don't have no planes. The first thing I thought of was Frank Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When he was well connected within the military and all that stuff, and was flying over there having his shit back. So, like, you know, that ain't, you know, if it's new to people now, it ain't new to most.
And they let him get away with it because he was serving their purpose. So as long as you're doing something for, you know, whatever they're trying to get, they're gonna protect you. But the second you don't, or the second you don't live up, it's like basketball. Everybody with you if you're the star player. But the second LeBron start missing free throws, then they gonna judge every second of his game. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. What do you think we should do moving forward? What do you think is the next move to make as a unit?
As a unit, number one, we need to stop separating ourselves. There have been a lot of protests where you will have Black leaders telling white people what not to do.
Right.
Things they cannot do. Oh, this isn't your thing. This is art. Like, and then you have the white people who are taking time out of their day, taking the risk of their life of, you know, not just with coronavirus, but being photographed. Like, side note, any photographer like who is taking pictures of people's faces, and then when I confront them, like, they will defend it. A lot of these people are white. They don't understand the severity of the situation. Like, people can most definitely lose their lives. I don't care personally, because at the end of the day, if I die, I know, like, the songs I got coming out, if those are my last 2 songs, I'm cool with that. Like, if my voice is done tomorrow, I got that out.
Right.
But I'm not scared. There
Put your
are
life on the line for something you believe in, man. That's love, bro.
There are some boys my age, some young men my age who are scared. The clip in the song that I had, the middle clip is I believe his name is Tay Anders. He was screaming, I'm scared. And the way he was acting, while it was not correct, while it was not how cops want to tell you how to act, he did right at first. He pulled over after 2 blocks where he was comfortable pulling over. He stayed in the car for a few minutes because he was scared. As soon as he get out the car, his hands is up, he gets down on his knees, he puts his face in the grass. And he's screaming, I'm scared, for minutes, because he's scared. And people who are scared aren't going to act rationally. And you can't tell a person, like, I'm not scared, but I can't tell a person who is scared how to act, because you don't know how that person is thinking. You don't know how that person is rationalizing everything. So number one, we need to stop separating ourselves from people who are trying to help us and telling them it's not our fight. Because if you fighting somebody, if you getting beat up 2-on-1 and I jump in that fight, it's our fight regardless. Like, it's like, it might have started off your fight, but you was getting beat down.
You inherited.
It was never a fair fight.
Facts.
So when I come to help you, you have to not fight me, but let me help you fight who's beating you up. Right. And a lot of times you have people who have these leadership roles and they were not ready to get these leadership roles so fast. Like nobody saw this coming. They were doing a lot of community work that didn't pertain to actually changing Black on Black crime, actually protecting our communities when this rioting happened. But they did learn from it, and they did. That's why you only had one night. Mm-hmm. You only had one night, because regardless of the cops or the National Guard, I wasn't gonna let that happen. Mm-hmm. Whether you were Black, whether you were white, and there were other people who we agreed, whether you Black, like whatever, it's not going to happen in our community. And we gonna fight you just like we would fight the police or the instigators who were doing this. Whether you're like, regardless of whatever reason, whether you feel justified or not, it's our community.
Right.
So you have to stop.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying you have to stop separating yourself from people who are trying to help you, because the more you do that, the less they gonna want to help. That's number one.
That's a good start, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I love the fact that you said I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. Bro, accountability equals unity. That's one thing that we preach all day right here on Put You On Notice podcast, bro. Accountability, unity, man, for real though. And man, you also mentioned a video that you got dropping. Go ahead, let's get a people a little tease, man. Go ahead and drop.
All right. I'm finna show you Turn. Turn is a song. I literally made both songs. I have Turn and American. AMERIKKKIN. Turn and American. I literally wrote and recorded both songs in 8 hours. And if you don't know how music works, that's very freaking fast to write, record, and finish one song, let alone two. But I made Turn. The hook keeps saying turn because I want people who are doing wrong, whether Black, white, or blue, to change how they're doing it and stop blaming other people and first realize what we can do better. Like, there are things that we need to fix in-house. There were things that we need to educate white people on, how we've been living in America. And there are things that cops need to be held accountable for. Right. So the name of the song is Turn, because everybody needs to shift what they're doing. Everybody needs to change direction. And at the end of the video I'm gonna make, it's a poem, The Road Less Traveled. And when I thought about this poem, I'm thinking, like, historically, you're gonna have so many white people who are not supporting us, who are vehemently against us and are putting this on social media. But what they're going to tell their kids and their grandkids is, oh, yeah, I was fighting with the Black people. I was fighting with the Black Lives Matter movement, because they're ashamed to, be like, oh, wow, no, I was a racist. I was this, I was that, I was wrong. And in the poem, The Road Less Traveled, the author says, I will tell my kids that I took the road less traveled by, even though I didn't. So that's why I wrote Turn, because everybody's taking the easy way out. The easy way of saying, oh, Black people are doing this, Black people are doing this, but never listening to, okay, why do Black people feel like this? Mm-hmm. And that's why I wrote Turn, because it's easy to be like one way when everybody else is being the same way, because it's been that way for hundreds of years. Now we have to turn, as white people, as Black people, as cops, as everything, and work together to agree never to let certain things happen again.
The growth and evolution, man. That's what's up, bro. Exactly. For real, man. Hey, man, here go Turn, you know what I'm saying, by the boy, you know what I'm saying, King Simi. Let's go crazy one time.
It's just look, man, I came here for justice. Okay, that man right there, that man harassed and choked me. He used excessive violence way before there was or was not. I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live.
Exactly.
For what?
You don't have the right to run this.
I got my right to do anything I want to do. I'm a police officer.
You can't run
That doesn't mean anything.
Look, I'm just trying to live right, but can't appreciate a rainbow if you debating on the black and white. Kinda make it hard to see the silver lining. I'm just trying to find it, caught sight of bright lights. Now I'm colorblinded, but I can't forget I'm black, cause cops keep me reminded that I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't walk across your street. I can't even jog, nah, no exercise for me. I can't sit, I can't stand, I can't kneel, can't raise my hands. They say,
man, bro, yeah, that's definitely a hot track right there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely looking forward to hearing, you know what I'm saying, the full thing, man. I can't wait to hear that. Can't wait to share that, for real though. You went
Are
crazy.
you dropping both videos at the same time, or is you doing it?
My plan is to drop both of them together.
Okay.
Like I said, a short film. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Kendrick Lamar. He got a video called God is Gangster, but it's like 3 of his songs together, like as a short film. So I'm dropping both videos together. Hopefully, if I can record the rest of this week and early next week, I want to drop them July 4th.
Okay.
Ooh.
Next Saturday is July 4th. I want to drop.
Let's get it.
And I'm gonna title the short film "Freedom Ain't Free," and I'm gonna try to drop it July 4th. So that's why I've been working so hard, because I got to get the cops, I got to get the courtroom, I got to get it's so many things that I'm trying to get like together at the same time, and I still got to get other people in the community to help film, to be extras and stuff. So
guess what?
That's the plan.
You got some friends right here on the Put You On Notice podcast, man. And I don't know if you know, we got that video work too. So just let us know, man. I'm sure the community is definitely willing to help you out. Milwaukee has a lot of dope artists, a lot of dope individuals that have doing amazing things as far as standing up for what they believe in, as far as Black Lives Matter, man.
Honestly, man, I met like 3 new friends just since all this stuff has been since between Corona and all the protests, and I met 3 new friends off photographing, off just studios, of like, oh hey, we trying to do this, we trying to do
doing
that.
murals. Right.
Yeah, I've been doing all that, so it's like this is the perfect time to come together and really realize, like, okay, we all got talent, we all can do this together, we all can help each other out. Like, my bro takes me, hey, I'm finna go film this protest, I'm finna go do this. I don't even ask no more questions. Let's go, let's do it.
Yeah, that's love, man. That's definitely love. Well, bro, let us know the information whenever you got that locked down. We gonna show up, we gonna pop up for you, man. We gonna, help you get it together. But before you go, bro, King Simi, let everybody know where they can follow you and continue to support everything you've been doing, brother.
Most definitely. Everybody can follow me at TOPCHEFENT. That's Top Chef ENT on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Literally, TCE. That's Top Chef ENT. That's my label. It means food for thought. So Top Chef ENT. Follow me on everywhere, bro.
That's what's up, bro. Continue to do your thing, man. We will not go voiceless. Hey, I'm proud of you, bro, man. Looking forward to everything you're doing.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.